Thank you for attending this presentation on our company, Peloton Minerals Corporation. This next slide is the standard forward-looking statement. And to look at our capital structure, just to put our company into context, we're not a big company at this moment in time, and we're currently trading just around 8 million market cap. We trade on the Canadian Securities Exchange under the trading symbol PMC, and on the over-the-counter market in the United States, the OTCQB market with the trading symbol PMC.CSE. To talk briefly about the management and the strategy with this particular company, as you know, most junior mining companies, small ones, one of the most critical factors is the experience and background of the management. This team is not comprised of just one geologist. It's a whole group of all the various skill sets that you need to be successful in this business. And I think combined, we have a combined total of about 300 years, bringing either in straight exploration or actually in development and actually value-added chemical refining. And what this team has decided to do with this particular company is focus exclusively on the exploration part of the mine life cycle. And by that, I mean that we don't intend to put any of the projects into production or make the claim that we're going to be able to make the transition into a producer. It's much more straightforward to move and just focus on the exploration part, and then the idea of bringing in a partner at some future date or taking over the company. So we have a strict criteria on project selection as a result, where we only take in projects that we feel fit that criteria. And we use the term portfolio quite specifically because we approach it very much like investment portfolio theory, where we're building, adding investments to the portfolio on a horizontal basis in order to diversify the risk and to leverage the upside. So moving to the project, the very first project I'll talk about, we have 4 of them in the portfolio right now. 1 is in Montana and 3 are in Nevada. So I'll talk about the Montana just briefly because it's quite a bit different than the other 3. It's located in the southwest portion of Montana in the Virginia City Mining District. And it's actually 2 past-producing mines that produced at the turn of the century. It's reasonably high-grade gold at the time and underground. And the 2 shafts for these 2 mines were located about 3,600 feet apart. And the idea or hypothesis when we first picked up this property was that these 2 old miners were likely mining on the same vein system. But of course, the technology wasn't available for them to know that or be able to determine that. So we've conducted extensive geophysics across that, and the geophysics supports that initial hypothesis. It's actually extended the strike length to about 7,200 feet geophysically. And there's also a considerable potential at depth with this property. The 2 mines actually only produced to about the 100-foot level, whereas most mines in that region went to about 800 or 1,000 feet typically. And we know that the ore is there because it was reopened in the 70s and resampled. The other factor or potential for size with this property or interest from a major is the potential for a multiple vein system where you can perhaps get into bulk mining methods from underground and dramatically improve your economics. That project, what we did with it in the last year, we brought in a joint venture partner from Toronto, a private equity firm, and they are spending $2 million US in order to earn a 75% interest. This past late year, they completed a 2,100-foot drill program, and the assays on that are currently pending. We expect that they're going to be positive and that they will be going forward with another program this year. Moving to Nevada, and to talk about the projects there quickly, we have 2 projects in the northeastern corner of Nevada that are considered to be on the northeastern boundary or margin of the newly identified Long Canyon Trend, and 1 project on the Carlin Trend on the east side of the Ruby Mountains. We were active on 2 of those projects drilling this past year, and we were conducting surface sampling on the Texas Canyon to follow up on a large hydrothermal alteration anomaly that was identified at surface. Just for background, in that northeastern corner where Texas Canyon and Golden Trail are located, a couple of years ago we flew a 20,000-acre airborne survey where we were using hyperspectral UV technology to identify minerals on the ground, and we were specifically looking for Carlin-style alteration. We found a big alteration anomaly on our Golden Trail property that we had at the time, and so coming off of it, so we significantly expanded the ground position. And we also found another one over at Texas Canyon, which caused us to stake that. The 2 that I just referred to are the bottom 2, the Golden Trail and the Texas Canyon. The Independence Valley is the one that's on the Carlin trend. The first hole on that property ever was drilled this late last year to an 1,140-foot core length depth, and it intersected 345 feet of detectable gold mineralization, not ore grade, but certainly above detection level, and over that continuous 345 feet, which is significant. And it also intersected a continuous 500 feet of hydrothermal alteration. That intersection was drilled in an anticline structure right beside an untested rhyolite dome, which is situated and shown in that picture on the right. And in that area, the Carlin Trend, but also the Spruce Mining Mountain District, the presence of rhyolite is often very significant, and this rhyolite dome has never been tested by drilling. That program will be drilling that this summer, targets that are underneath that or within that rhyolite dome structure. The initial drill program on Golden Trail was also conducted this late last year, and we got very encouraging results for the first program on that. We've got a mineralized zone that starts at surface and goes, it's open in all directions to the northeast and northwest along strike, and also to depth and to both sides. Just looking at Nevada and why we're interested in exploring the potential for there. If Nevada was a country, it would be the 4th largest gold producer in the world. And since the major gold trends have been discovered in Nevada, they've produced 200 million ounces of gold over the years. So it's, for a junior company looking for gold deposits, it's a pretty good place to start. So just in closing, the bottom line, or just to reiterate what we've been discussing, the people with the company, we've got experience in all facets of the mineral exploration business, going back quite a number of years. We are focused exclusively on exploration phase of the mine life cycle. We take a portfolio approach to greenfield exploration, and all 4 projects were advanced in 2019, which was a major milestone, with 3 drill programs and 1 surface program. And we're planning similar expanded activity for 2010, with 2 expanded programs, 1 on Independence Valley and 1 on Golden Trail. And then we're expecting our joint venture partner will be drilling in Montana, and finally we'll be completing a 43-101. And looking for bringing in a joint venture partner on that project as well.